you describe God? Go on, shout things out. How would you describe God? Alright, we'll come back to that later. Oh, but I forgot to say Happy New Year! 2020 has been a strange year, hasn't it? Masks, Zoom, only in our families or our households, so many walks outside, school, no school, stay in, out, shake it all about. It's been a strange one. And I don't know about you, but before 2020, I used to think I was in control. I don't know about you, but this year there's been times where I've wanted to stop it all, rewind the clock and go again, change everything. I would say to myself, if I was in control, if I was God, this is not what I would have done. Do you ever do that? But the thing is, I'm not God, and neither are you. But we like to think we are, or could be sometimes, don't we? What words did you use to describe God earlier? Maybe you said big, maybe strong or mighty, loving. All of those things are true of God, aren't they? But they're not often true of us. Actually, when I look around, when I look up into the night sky and see all of those stars, I feel pretty small. And I can't fight off COVID, and neither can you. We're not all that strong and mighty, actually, are we? And you know, there's been times this year where I've been so frustrated, I've not been all that lovely either. When we stop and think about it, we're not all that like God, are we? We're really not Him at all, even if we like to think we are sometimes. There's a guy in the Bible called David, King David. He's the one that fought Goliath. And he wrote a psalm, a song. Let's read it. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me, but I have calmed and quietened myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forevermore. Now, there's a lot of words in there that you might not understand, but basically, David has realised that he is not like God either. But he does say that we can draw near to God. David said that he wasn't concerned about things that were only for God to concern himself about. He says that he's like a small child in his mother's arms. Have you ever been given a big hug by your mum or someone that loves you? It's so nice, isn't it? You're wrapped up in their arms and you feel so happy and content. Well, David is saying that he is like that in God's arms. And you know what? We can be like that too in God's arms. When we draw near to God, He will look after us and care for us. And you know, 2020 was a strange year. And 2021 is bound to be quite strange too. But we can go into this next year knowing that God is with us. And that we don't need to be in control. We can't be in control. We're not God. But we can draw near to Him. And He will go with us into this year, no matter what it brings. That is good news. We can trust in the one who is big and strong and mighty and loving. Did you have any New Year's resolutions? Maybe you did. Well, here's one to add to your list. This year, let's have the New Year's resolution to trust in God.